Hi, and welcome on Flyfish Fly Tying. Thanks for watching my videos, and I have another quick tutorial for you on how to tie this wonderful little baitfish pattern. So this is about like 3 centimeters long. And yeah, here you see the material list, which will also come at the end. Quick intro, and then we start tying. Yeah, so I use an Eric's minnow hook for this fly, which is a very fantastic hook. And it is saltwater resistant, so I really like this. It's an SA280, as you see here, and I use a mono thread. So you do your ground windings. Don't be overly clean in tying here. So this is a very quick and dirty tie. And honestly, I may say this is glue versus tie, but okay, I really like that pattern, which is very effective for sea trout, potentially in summer mainly. I really like this. It imitates very small baitfish. And as always, this is not a sponsored video, so I use some crystal flash, and you see me just doubling a small amount, like, maybe it's in total then 20 fibers or something. I try to make this a little like, tapered, so that it gives a tip shape in the water and not just all are on the same end here of the fly. So I see here I give it like 2 under 3 like underlying winds of the thread. So just to make sure that this does not tail, but it does not anyway, because you glue it later with UV resin. So yeah, I'm trying to make this a longer one. So you see there is some fiber standing. That was not the most elegant cut here for this tying video. Yeah, but anyway, so this will work. So as said, while you glue this, this will be very clean at the end anyway. Yeah, I really love this scissors, which are from Futurefly, very sharp, very nice. And by the way, I'm not sponsored at all. I buy all the materials myself here. I just want to share, part of my hobby. I'm not a professional tyer. I just like to do that. And, there is another fly, a couple of other flies like this on YouTube too. So watch out. I really, like other creative people, as I just, show how I use my creativity, and I just think it's sometimes nice to do a video on that. That's the purpose of this channel, just share my hobby. So here you see a mess, so because I I lost the traction of it, and then it gets really messy. So anyway, I try to fix it here. So I don't like to cut this. So this happens in real life fly tying pretty often. So something happens, it's very short. So you need to make sure to grab it. You can put some hackle pliers and use hackle pliers. So I'm just, tying this back and then clean it. So anyway, as said, so this is not overly important that you tie this overly clean. So with this, mainly the tying portion is already more or less done. So you see one, crazy fiber which wants to stand where I don't want to have it. Cut it off, fix it. You can do some windings with the mono thread above this tie, and then I just do a whip finish. And then we start the gluing piece of the fly. So I use 3 UV resins. So one is very thick. So to put it on the ice. So I do these living ice and 4 millimeters. Just make sure that they are equal. I would say put them a couple of millimeters behind the eye of the hook. Yeah, they're self-sticky, so you could use, if you like, super glue. I don't prefer that. You also could like put a small spot of the UV resin and then cure it. So I try to put them equally in, and then I use a thick resin. Then later I use a thinner one, and then at the end it's a Solaris UV resin, so which is called bone dry, which is technically like a vanish, very thin, and it corrects like if there's unevenness on your resin body. So I put it between the eyes here, just with a very thick one, and it's hard to get this squeezed out of the tube. So put a little more, like just, do a first layer. And if you're new to UV resin or, epoxy, whatever, do smaller steps, do less glue, because yeah, this gets very tricky to handle at one point. If you have too much on the fly, it really starts running where you don't want to have it. And a rotating vise definitely here is an advantage, because you want to rotate the resin. So if you rotate your hook in the vise, so you can make this resin flowing to where you want to have it. And you see I potentially moved the eye a little bit, on the back part. So I'm looking for my dubbing needle now. So that's why it takes some time. And you really see nicely how the glue starts flowing, around, and builds a drop at an edge where you may don't want to have it. I correct the eye, so I let it flow back, rotate. You have time with this, but as said, if you're new to it, you may want to apply a little less than I did here, and do more steps on UV resin. You also can use your dubbing needle and, take some part of the glue off. I'm just still correcting the eye a little bit. Make sure it sits where it should. You can take glue on your needle and then, apply it where you want to have it. I now decided to, cure the resin here. And you see it's not perfect yet from the shape perspective, but anyway, so I decided to cure it. Yeah, make sure it's evenly cured and that nothing is flowing anymore. So this is not a nice one. And after gluing, you have a sticky, some kind of a sticky residual of the glue, which helps now if you take more glue to attach this glue to the origin body. So you see me now doing the thinner material, and you see it's flowing far faster than the stickier, thicker one. Yeah, rotate the fly, little faster rotations so that it really flows where it should be, and then, cure it with your UV lamp. Okay, I will give it another layer with the thin glue. Apply a little less, just, there is some uneven spots on the body, and I just eliminate that. So yeah, applying carefully, not too much. You see this is really, really flowing. So cure it again, and then you can give it another layer if you want to have a more bulky body. You can make it slimmer. So I really like this fly, specifically in summer. It brought one or the other good nice sea trout, sea running brown trouts in the Baltic Sea. But I guess this is also in freshwater or saltwater species is a very nice fly. So yeah, you see me curing more glue. And by the way, use the colors you have. I don't think you need this bluish color. You can use whatever crystal flash you have and make a very nice fly. I think even with, some bucktail or something, that would look nice. Yeah. So now I'm more or less happy with the shape of the fly. And now I will use a very thin bone dry from Solaris. I think there's other resin companies who have same, like a very, very thin layer. So this is like a varnish. You also could take an alcohol pad and just remove the residual of the glue, and then just put some fly tying varnish on it, thin it a little bit. So you see this is really, really fast running. So I want to cure it fast, and then I give it another layer, because you see there's a little bulky on top of the fly. So I want to remove this. And by the way, this crystallizes a little if you use the same. So you want to warm it before you use it, then the crystallizing will go away. Yep. And so technically this was a tying, and I think we are done. Thanks for watching my channel. I'm happy for a subscription. I'm happy for, a like or dislike or a comment. Please comment. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.